playing.
We might have some type of senior night. Look, I see some gifts across the way, so
Yeah,
they're
I
probably
see.
getting ready for a senior night.
I see. So we are expecting some senior night festivities. Your favorite night of the season, Coach Kyle, is senior night.
Some good and bad with it. Trying to prepare for a game is kind of nerve wracking at times, but
But I'm sure you like to go on the road and spoil them.
yes, so it's extra motivation. As the turtle comes in, we got you all hooked up there, buddy.
Yeah, we were just mentioning, Taylor, that we they were waiting for you. That's the reason for the delay right now.
I certainly appreciate that.
Check your mics with Dominic back in the studio. See if we all good to go here. I think we should be fine.
Hello, hello.
But Turtle, I have a question for you.
Let's hear it.
Did you fire your limo driver getting you here late?
Yeah, we're going to be having none of that
Yeah,
anymore. We're going to find a
yeah.
new one.
We're gonna get you over here, bud, if you don't mind. There we go.
Yeah, it's senior night. It looks like they're gonna have about four seniors.
Four
Well,
seniors. I'll tell you what, they've got 8 players. So that's a lot for the lack of numbers that they have.
maybe I see some more gifts on the sideline. That might be for the boys, but
I've been here for the waiting for the mask to start.
Well, look,
yeah,
you weren't listening when was you hadn't arrived yet. We were announcing the officials' names, and as we were saying their names, they were looking up and waving. So it's that quiet; they could hear what we're saying. Not a big crowd in Morgan City tonight. Turtle, one of the things that Brian and I were talking about is South Lafourche needs to win and needs some help to get into the postseason. How do you just focus on what it is that you could control, which is trying to take care of Morgan City and beating them tonight?
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. It's all control what you could control. You can never go into a game. Number one, obviously, it would be, in my opinion, that's part of overlooking the opponent. You already you focused on something else. You're thinking about somebody else, what they do, and you're thinking about stuff you can't control, man. You got to get those thoughts out of your head and just focus on what's what's in front of you. You got to focus on the task at hand, and it's all about Morgan City tonight. Nobody else. You can't worry about where you're getting help because you have to take care of your own business first.
And it is senior night here. It looks like 1, 3, 34, and 21. We'll get them called out as we get them in just a second. For the Morgan City Lady Tigers, we know this. Actually, the kids that I told you are all the ones that are not seniors. They're the ones delivering the gifts. My apologies. Sarah Daniels is the first senior called out. For Morgan City, it's this is the end of the road. South Lafourche has a maybe. They might be able to get into the postseason. For the Lady Tigers, the recipe is not quite as promising. They're not going to be going playoff. So, Coach, if you've ever been in a situation like this, is it just kind of leave it all out on the floor tonight and just see what happens?
yeah. Look, if you don't have a chance at the playoffs, you go out and play. Um, Try and send your seniors out on a victory in their last home game at least, and just go out and play and have fun. I mean, it's all you can do. Your playoff shots are done, so just leave it out on the court. Leave it all out on the court.
Let's go ahead and do this. We've got senior night going on. That's going to take a little while. Dominic, let's go ahead and take a 90-second break. When we get back, we'll have the opening tip brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. We've got the Tarpons and the Lady Tigers here on KLEB.
they're just taking their time. It's almost 10 minutes behind the tip, and we still they started senior night late. As an opposing coach, I'd be so aggravated right now.
Home team starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea, Ellie Lorraine, Nyla Lyons, Veda Prejean, Madison Bruce, and Estrella Rivera. Tarpons in the road blue with the silver trim. Morgan City in the home whites. Let's rock and roll. Finally underway on senior night. Lorraine will try to save the tip, and she does. Working to the right side of the floor, Prejean. Now they get it to Rivera. South Lafourche going to get it inside to Lyons. Lyons will back down and will draw a foul. So, as many Tarpon possessions end, Nyla Lyons going to the free throw line shooting 2.
Excellent call made by Ashton Dillon down there. Right on point.
You know, with this new free throw rule, it's going to be amazing to see how many free throws Nyla Lyons took at the end of the season. Because beginning of the season, you wouldn't think she would take that many with the new rule, but she gets fouled almost every single time down the floor.
A ton and a half would be my guess. She makes 1 of 2. Here comes Morgan City. South Lafourche going to play some defense for the first time. Junifer on the right side of the floor. I remember from the first meeting of these teams, Junifer actually could score it a little bit. Penetrating into traffic. Oh, Nyla throws that one away and that one. Ball's on the floor. Junifer's got it back. They get it inside to number 11, Ruffin, who loses it out of bounds, so the Tigers will keep possession. 1-0 South Lafourche in the very early stages. Junifer on the right side feeds it into the paint. Ruffin, she's doubled. Now Ruffin has it. It was Daniels who had it at first, and it's poked out of bounds again.
Man, no vibe early on to this game. It seems both teams are kind of moving in slow motion.
Yeah, it is so quiet in here, man. It feels like everybody in the gym is listening to what we're saying. Ruffin has it poked away. They're fighting on the floor. Lions will get it out to Bruce. Here come the Lady Tarpons. Have them beat down the floor. Rivera gets it to Prejean, who lays it up. No. Rebound goes to the floor. South Lafourche has it. And they'll have it taken away by the Tigers, pushing it in transition. Junifer with a triple try. Short. Rebound goes to Rivera. 1 minute and 20 seconds in. South Lafourche leads 1-0. To the right side, the Tarpons go. Now top of the key, Lorraine. Back to the corner. That's Bruce out there. Now they get it to the middle, Lions. Bruce is a shooter. Fires up a 3. No. Rebound goes to a tie ball. That jump ball is brought to you by Absolute Fitness. Turtle, Morgan City playing a couple of good defensive possessions in a row there.
Yeah, man. We talked about how flat and how dead it was in here, but Morgan City seems to be finding a little bit of motivation here on senior night to at least control what they can control, as we talked about earlier, and guarding as hard as they can.
Against the press, South Lafourche forces another jump ball brought to you by Absolute Fitness. Now they have possession. Lorraine with a shot fake. Getting it to Prejean. Now to Rivera on the right block. Tarpons working it around the perimeter. The right side wing area and baseline of the floor is shielded to us. We're not going to be able to see it very well, so we apologize if we miss some names and the ball's on that side of the floor. Lions miss is a short one, and then the Lady Tarpons really don't chase the rebound very much, and here comes Morgan City. Junifer. 2 minutes in, it's 1-0. Handing it to Alfred. Back to Junifer. Inside they go. Ruffin shoots it up and in. And the Lady Tigers take an early lead, 2-1.
Yeah, look on defense. The Lady Tigers are trying to deny Lions the ball with Ruffin. If the Lady Tarpons have good ball movement, they'll get some good looks on the inside, catching Ruffin out of position.
Lorraine to the right wing. Rivera has it on the baseline. Lorraine has it, reversing it to Bruce.
There it is.
There's Lions. Backs down. No. Thought she got hammered. No call. Rebound goes to Morgan City. Junifer penetrates, loses the dribble, gets it back. Now to Daniels. Long reverse pass to Grazi. Missed it. Rebound goes to the floor. Morgan City's got it. Ruffin, and she'll draw the foul. So 2 shots coming. Taylor, we say it all the time. In fact, we say it every single year when we come here. Crazy things happen in this gym. The Lady Tarpons are starting a little flat in the early stages.
Yeah, man, you just absolutely can't do that. seems like the Tarpons on both sides, the girls and the boys. Every time we come here, something wild happens, something strange happens. We come out flat. We play our worst. They play their best. As the first free throw is up and good by Ruffin, it's you know, we got to come into this gym more prepared to just not let those sort of things happen. And it's hopefully there's a rude awakening. Second free throw up and good from Ruffin. Hopefully between the first and second quarter, the Lady Tarpons get a nice little talking to straighten out.
Rivera misses a layup off of Lyons' feed. The ball goes out of bounds, and South Lafourche will keep it.
And then we come into this gym one time, Turtle, and beat your boy. A good thing for the Tarpons.
Lorraine shoots a three. It's an air ball. Goodness.
Yes, we did.
Sluggish start for the ladies in blue. Morgan City now trying to handle some pressure. And they will not handle pressure very well because they throw it straight out of bounds. We'll see if that could get South Lafourche going.
And that may very well be the fire needed. You get them in a press situation, force them to play faster than they can handle, and at least cause some turnovers and, stop with the sluggishness.
Brejon to Lorraine, working it to the right side, Bruce. And to Lorraine, shoots the mid-range, no. Rebound goes to Lyons, power dribble, and up and in. There you go, Nyla. And it's 4-3. Morgan City against that pressure. Across the timeline, they go Ruffin, and we have a double dribble called against the Lady Tigers. There's a turnover. South Lafourche will have possession with 4:11 to go in the opening quarter. Teams played, I don't know, about 3-4 weeks ago in the tank. South Lafourche rolled. Gotta forget about that first matchup as Rivera misses a three badly. Now here comes Morgan City. Pushing it down the floor, laying it up. No, rebound goes to Lyons. Lyons taking it herself. Right side and throws it away. Sloppy offensive set for South Lafourche. Junifer shoots it up and in, banked it in. Morgan City leading 6-3, and a timeout by Coach Jenkins, who cannot be happy with the way her team has started. We mentioned in the open, South Lafourche needs to win to even have a chance to make the postseason. Doesn't look like the ladies in blue got that memo in the early stages.
Yeah, man, they really need to wake up and just realize that the effort so far just it's not going to be good enough. You can't just come into a gym like this where you're uncomfortable. You're just historically not that good over here, no matter what the situation is. It's a different look. It's a different setting. It's eerily quiet in here. I feel like we're interrupting church right now by talking loudly on these microphones. You got to come in here and establish a statement early and make the other team uncomfortable. And right now, there's just too much tiptoeing around. No one's really trying to establish dominance.
Brian, what'd you think was said in that last timeout?
Well, I'll get to it in a second.
Rivera on the right block lays it up and in. They got it to the right baseline, then to the right block. Lady Tarpons get a layup, and it's 6-5. Setting up the press. Morgan City trying to break the press. They get it across the timeline as Junifer all the way through. Lyons poked it away, out of bounds to South Lafourche.
Turtles talking effort. That's the third time in the first quarter where Junifer gets the rebound and beats three Lady Tarpons down the floor on the dribble.
Can't happen.
That's just no effort.
Tarpons trying to take the lead. It's a 6-5 game. Bruce on the left side, holding it high to Prejean. Back to Bruce. Now working it to the right side. Lorraine has it taken away. Here come the Lady Tigers. Junifer attacking the right side. Just dribbling all the way through line. Slots it away. Now Nyla coming the other way. Leading the break. In transition. Lays it up. And a charge will be called. An offensive foul. Number 0, Sarah Daniels took it for Morgan City. Tell you what, you like to see that. It's a Morgan City team. They ain't going to the playoffs. This is their last game. To see a young lady stepping in front of Lions, that's big time. That's good stuff.
You want to talk hustle. Lions, Daniels came all the way down the court, got in position, and Lions was full speed dribbling down the floor, and she got in front. That's good hustle.
Yep, yes indeed. Junifer doing a lot of the dribbling for the ladies in white. She throws it high in the air. Lions volleyball spikes it to Lorraine. That's a turnover. For those wondering, she is very good at volleyball. Very, very good. Maybe better at that than this. It's as hard to believe that it is. Prejean misses. Rivera on the putback and one. I think Estrella Rivera is one of those role players that has really stepped up. A couple of layups for her, put the Lady Tarpons on top.
Yeah, man. She's from what I'm seeing from her so far tonight, man, just the right place, right time. She's going to put herself in the right situation. She's not going to try to overdo it or take over the game, but she's going to know her role and play it well. And she's shining so far, doing good things for the Lady Tarpons.
Free throws good. VG and Ilario have checked into the game for South Lafourche. Now in front 8-6. Junifer across midcourt. Working on VG. Feeds it inside. Lyons swats it away from Daniels. Now she'll shoot a three. No. Rebound goes to Lorraine. South Lafourche will push it down the floor. Lorraine will stop and pop just inside the lane. No. Rebound goes to the Lady Tigers, but Ilario will tie it up and get slung to the ground. Yeah, that was like Shinsuke Nakamura and Cody last night. Did you see that?
I did.
Coach Kale saw it.
Don't know why, but I did.
Junifer at the top of the key, working on VG. Attacks the right side. No. Rebound goes to Rivera. And she'll lead the break, pushing it down the floor. Rivera all the way through. How about it? Missed it. Rebound goes to South Lafourche. Ilario has it poked away. Ball's loose. Ilario has it back on the right side to Lorraine. Now VG, she's a shooter now. I'm a little surprised she didn't pull the trigger. Getting it to Lorraine. Inside they go to Lyons on the right block and one. So you're seeing now the recipe for South Lafourche. Get the ball inside. They're going to draw some fouls. Tough matchup. Lions going to the free throw line shooting one.
Yep. Seems that a bit of a fire has been lit, and Lions has seen enough, and she's ready to really kick it up a notch and start to take over this game.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Lorraine gets the rebound off the free throw miss. Feeds it to Rivera. Good look, and Estrella's right there. Coach Kale, as Turtle was saying earlier, right place, right time, Estrella Rivera.
She always seems to be in the right spot.
Inside of a minute in the opening quarter, the Lady Tarpons on a surge. It's 12-6. Junifer working on VG. Feeding it inside to Ruffin. In trouble. Throws it up. No. Rebound goes to the Lady Tigers for a mid-range that's strong. Ruffin has it back. Backing down. Shooting it in traffic and will draw the foul. So 2 shots will be coming for the Lady Tigers. Not a whole lot of blocking out from the ladies in blue. A lot of jumping for the rebound there. They paid the price, which will be 2 free throws for Morgan City. Mac Ruffin. Missed it off the heel and out. One more shot. Block out. It is no good. Rebound goes. It'll be a jump ball brought to you by Absolute Fitness. Daniels and Lyons were tied up 32.0. Coach Lafourche had the arrow, but you got to get a clean defensive rebound on a missed free throw.
Oh, for sure. And we'll get some thoughts to start the second quarter.
Lorraine to the right side. Rivera thought about the shot, getting it to VG, top of the key. Back to Rivera. Now the corner. Ellie's wide open for the three. In and out. Rebound goes to VG, who will draw the foul. So Farrah VG, one of the handful of seniors on this team, will be shooting 2 with 14.9 to go.
Yeah, we can look. Let's be honest, the Tarpons going to win this game. I know it's still early. They're a much better
they're
team.
Win this game.
But the way you came out it's got to concern you.
Yeah.
A team that wants to try and fight for a playoff spot, it has to have some concern.
Missed the second one. Rebound goes to Lorraine. Gets it to Lyons, who lays it up and in. So there's some good work. Lady Tarpons lead by 9. I don't think Morgan City's aware of the clock. It's down to 3 seconds. They're going to have to throw one up from half court. No good. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with our score. South Lafourche 15, Morgan City 6. We'll be back in 1 minute with the second quarter. The Lady Tarpons end with a flurry and go up by 9 on KLEB. Quarter number 2 underway. Morgan City in control of the ball first. Destiny Jones working on Laney Alario near midcourt. Morgan City's going right to left, by the way. Depending on which side of the gym you're on. On our side of the gym, it's right to left. And we have a timeout called by the Lady Tigers. Their coaching staff didn't like what they saw. Taylor, what do you think the timeout is to discuss there for the Lady Tigers? It's a third.
I think the Lady Tigers were not expecting the Lady Tarpons to come out in an honest, straight-up man-to-man defense, and they did not know how to adjust on the fly, what play to call. They looked lost, so let's take a timeout and talk about it. That's all that was.
Let's thank Terrebonne General Health System and the Community Sports Institute. The Blue Boot Foundation, driving awareness to childhood drowning, make a difference. Thibodaux Regional Health System, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. We thank them all so much for their support of what we're doing here. 30-second timeout. Morgan City retakes the floor.
Should the Lady Tarpons change defenses?
Jones getting it to Junifer. Now to Jones on the left side. Attack shoots the mid-range. Got it. Hey, pretty good looking shot there. And it's a 7-point game. Lorraine to the right side. Rivera loses the dribble, trying to fight for it, and it's still loose on the floor. We will have a jump ball brought to you by Absolute Fitness. The arrow points to South Lafourche. A lot of jump balls in the opening stages here. Lorraine. To Rivera on the right side. Shot fake back to Lorraine. Lorraine getting it to VG. Tarpons working it around the horn. Rivera on the baseline. Shot fake into lines with a little baby hook. No. Rebound goes out of bounds to South Lafourche.
It seems to have a little more pep in their defense starting this second quarter. A little more intensity, making it difficult for the Lady Tarpons.
They get it to Lorraine on the left corner. She attacks, reverses it to Rivera. Doesn't catch it clean, and it goes out of bounds. So an unforced turnover. You keeping track of turnovers? How many is that?
That's 4 for the Lady Tarpons.
It's not too bad, but it could certainly be better.
And I'm not counting on jump balls and stuff like that unless they lose possession.
Claire Epstock just checked into the game. She has been very good down the stretch of the season for South Lafourche. See if she could get going. VG nearly rips it away from Junifer, and now they do take it away. VG loses it to Lorraine, and Lorraine coming the other way. She'd get into the lane where she gets bodied up. Rebstock now to VG, back to Lorraine, shot fake. There's the mid-range maniac, missed it. Rebound to Rebstock, who will kick it out to VG in the corner for a triple. No, rebound goes to Morgan City. The Lady Tigers coming down the floor. Daniels loses the dribble to Lyons, and we have a jump ball brought to you by Absolute Fitness. .6:14 to go in the second quarter. It has been a little bit sloppy, but the Lady Tarpons are in front. How about that? The inbounder throws it off of the back of the Lady Tarpon and then scores it. Junifer with the trickeration, making it a 5-point game.
Came back to haunt the Tarpons. They did that a couple of times early in the year.
Lario to Lorraine, inside to Rebstock. She traveled. Boy. Morgan City hanging around a little bit. They were down 9 to start the quarter. They're down just 5 now. Junifer. Throwing it up. Lyons swats it out of bounds. I think the Tarpons can maybe force a turnover here. Oh, there was one. Didn't get the call. Looked like it was over and back. Jones. Isla's getting physical down there. She's already got 1 foul. Has to be careful. Junifer attacks. And a blocking foul. There's the second foul on Nyla Lyons. Partner, the Tarpons better wake up. This has not been a strong start to the second quarter.
No, man. They found a little pep towards the end of the first, but after that we got to the second quarter and Morgan City matched it, and now Tarpons didn't know how to respond.
Lorraine steals the inbounds pass on the baseline, out of bounds play, feeds it into Lario. Missed it. Rebound goes to the Lady Tigers. They're coming down the floor. Daniels to the left side, Juniper, and they throw it away. So South Lafourche catches a break there. That's just a careless turnover. Prejean checks into the game for South Lafourche, giving another ball handler. 5:08 to go in the opening half. South Lafourche leads by 5. Prejean on the left side, back to Lorraine, working to the right side, VG. Now Lorraine studying the defense to Prejean, inside to Lyons. Lyons backs down and will draw the foul. So that seems to be the best offense for South Lafourche. Give it to Nyla, and Nyla go draw a foul. Now she's got to convert at the line.
Yeah, if Lyons ever comes up against a team that's going to play defense on the inside and stop her from getting to the rim, she may pick up a few charges.
Makes the first, 16-10 the
She
score.
goes just so hard to the basket.
We take for granted, if she misses that one, we take for granted the fact that she's like 14.
Right.
She's a ninth grader, folks. Morgan City gets it to Juniper, who will throw it away, but they get the loose ball for a mid-range shot that's no good. Rebound goes to South Lafourche. Lions now will lead the break. She got to be careful with the 2 fouls to Prejean. Lorraine will step into a triple. No. Rebound goes to VG. VG gets it back to Lorraine. Lady Tarpons will reset. Prejean into Lions. Lions will back down on the left side, draw another foul.
If the post defenders from the Lady Tigers will realize you need to have feet first and move your feet first to stay ahead of Lions, they would have a better shot of stopping them. But they're stopping, moving their feet, and Lions keeps moving to the basket and draws those fouls.
It's not like they don't have the height or the length to, have success by fronting her. They're just choosing not to do it. I mean, that would be step one before we even get to the advanced footwork you're talking about over there. Just somebody get in front of her.
If you let her catch it in the post, it's uphill for you.
She splits them at the line. It's 17-10. Midway through the second quarter here from St. Mary. Ruffin to Juniper. Juniper shoots it up, blocked away by Lorraine. Got it back, missed it. Rebound goes to Bruce. Bruce coming down the floor. Getting it to Lorraine. Lorraine comes across the timeline. Back to Bruce. Now Prejean, that's a wide open shot for 3. No, rebound goes to Lorraine. Shoots it back up and in. So Ellie scores it from the right block, and it's 19-10.
Lorraine's first bucket of the game.
Well, they've kept her quiet. She's got consecutive 20-point games last week. Juniper handing it to Jones, and she kind of collides with her teammate there and causes her to travel. That's unfortunate. Taylor, you remember the one year that you and I did radio over here, all the way across the court in the middle of their student section? That was a heck of a time, wasn't it? Prejean loses it. It's on the floor. Juniper's got it. Swipes it to Jones, who lays it up and in. That was a good little pass there.
Hanging around. Can't let that happen.
Lorraine to Prejean on the right side. Back to Lorraine. NBA 3. No, rebound goes out of bounds to the Lady Tigers. That is the Deontay Smith range. Yep. Destiny Jones with 2:50 to go in the first half. Working on Prejean. Tarpon still in that man-to-man defense. And Veda just clean picked her pocket. Got to look up. She had rep stock, but she can't control the dribble, so it'll go out of bounds to, I believe, South Lafourche. If Veda could have corralled that one clean, though, Claire had him beat down the floor and could have got an easy layup. Comes Lorraine. Prejean on the right side. to Rep Stock. It's tipped and stolen away. Morgan City coming in transition. Jones has it swatted away by Lorraine. Lorraine now does not have numbers, kind of 1-on-5, and she'll draw a foul. They'll say it's on the floor, I believe, even though she kind of half-heartedly threw up a shot after the contact. And South Lafourche is going to be doing an out-of-bounds play. Rivera will check into the game. Yeah, usually in that stack set. This time they're in a box set. Get it to Bruce. Now Lorraine is wide open. Missed it. Rebound goes to Rivera. And Bruce. Back to Lorraine. Rivera. Lorraine again wide open. But yeah, I was just about to say Nyla bought an apartment in the lane on that possession. Yeah. The Lady Tarpons had several of them in the paint. I was waiting on the call. 2:06 to go in the opening half. Junifer on the right side all the way through. Blocking foul called on Ellie Lorraine. Boy, the penetration of Junifer is bothering the Tarpons in the early stages. They throw it off of the back of Lorraine again, and she shoots it up. No, rebound goes to Lions. And Nyla will be fouled. That's the 4th team foul on Morgan City. South of which will be shooting the final 149.
Yeah, Junifer got to be careful. I don't think she reestablished that last time. Got away with it, but missed the shot.
Any word on why they don't use the middle scoreboard anymore?
I don't know. At one time they did. I don't know if it's out or I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Probably more than that.
Lorraine has it blocked, but it lands right in Lyons' hand. She spins it in from the right block, so it's 21-12. Yeah, to Taylor's point, for those not with us, they have some scoreboards on the walls like at traditional gyms, but they have a big overhanging center court scoreboard that is just off. It used to work, but last few years it is not.
Yeah, it belongs in a college arena. Just
Morgan City will draw a foul. Lorraine commits it on Ruffin. They got it to Ruffin on the right high post area. 1:03 to go in the opening half. South Lafourche leading by 9. They get it inbounds to Jones, who will throw it up and out of bounds to South Lafourche. Exactly 1 minute to go.
Do you think they're holding for one shot?
No.
No. And that's why Repstock is wide open on the left block. Morgan City's defense took a little catnap there, and Claire finished it at the rim. Good find from Ellie Lorraine. I didn't intend to do that, but yeah, hey, we got lucky. Jones at the top of the key. On the right block, Lions swats it away. The loose ball goes to the floor. Nyla's on the floor. They actually get it to Repstock. That's a good job pulling it out of there. Claire's in trouble. She's getting mugged, and she'll go shoot some free throws. That's the 5th team foul. Claire Repstock will be shooting 2 with 17.7 to go. Always good to see your players go on the floor, but then also have the presence of mind to get it out to guard while on the floor, which created the free throws there.
Yep. Yes, indeed. More right place, right time scenarios.
Claire will be shooting 2. First shot off the back of the rim, no good. If you're Morgan City, you better put a body on 23, but if not, she's going to get inside of you here on a miss. If there is a miss, which there's not, she made it. So we'll never know.
Claire does not miss 2 in a row.
Now that you say that, you've now hexed her, but I tend to agree she's a very good free throw shooter. Junifer with the clock winding down. Jones throws it high in the air to Ruffin at the buzzer, no. And that brings us to halftime with our score. South Lafourche 24, Morgan City 12. It's the regular season finale We'll take a 3-minute break. When we get back, our thoughts at the half with the Lady Tarpons doubling them up here from Morgan City.
Real quick, Lions leading the Tarpons with 11. Estrella chipped in 7. Top 2 scores for the Tarpons.
South Lafourche has it first. Now going right to left. Prejean to Lorraine. Prejean to Bruce on the left side. She steps into a 3. No. Rebound goes to Morgan City. Daniels. So an empty first possession creates an opportunity for the Lady Tigers. Juniper. Long pass to Jones on the right side. They get it to the baseline. Trying to get it inside. Now they get it to Juniper on a cut. Lays it up. No. Rebound goes to Lions, but she lost it. Oh, they'll say Morgan City knocked it out. I think South Lafourche might have caught a little bit of a break there. Yeah, they have to throw a long pass down the floor. There was no guard ready to go and get the pass. Rivera on the left side in the corner. Prejean to Lorraine. Thought about the shot. Prejean will shoot it. And there's a blue boot bomb. There's a 3 from Veda Prejean. Tarpons gave up a couple of good looks and then finally splashed one through. They lead 27-12. Jones. To the left side, that's Hayes. Back to Jones. Back to Hayes. And Prejean nearly strips. No, she does strip it away. Here she comes. And it'll be knocked out of bounds. So Veda's bringing the energy. A 3-pointer and a steal in the third quarter. Good start to the half for South Lafourche.
15th turnover for the Lady Tigers.
Nyla is mugged on the inbounds by Hayes. Yeah, never a good recipe when you got more turnovers than you do points. And that's where Morgan City is right now.
Now, you have a feeling the Lady Tarpons are about to just bust this open.
Ooh, they're going to say that.
Say that, it'll get a turnover.
Yeah, they're going to say South Lafourche knocked that one out of bounds.
The 9th turnover for the Tarpons.
Here come the Tigers. Down 15. Hand it to Juniper. Top of the key. Studying the defense. Gets it to the right side. Now a long skip pass to Hayes. Back to Juniper. Morgan City pulling it back out near midcourt.
Yeah, Tarpons in his own defense. Just sitting back.
Yeah, you're up 15. There's if they want to dribble out the third quarter, that's on them. Now they'll extend a little bit. They get it to the middle, and we'll back down Lions with Daniels. Back to Juniper in the corner. Jones. Juniper has it in the right corner for a 3. Strong. Rebound goes to the floor, and Morgan City's got it. Ruffin. She fires one up. No. Rebound to Rivera. Right place at the right time, Rivera. Getting it to Bruce, then it's stolen away. Deflected and stolen. And here come the Lady Tigers. Juniper steps into a triple. No. Rebound the Lions. Good block out by Nyla. She's going to lead the break. Gets it to the right corner, Rivera, who gets it to Prejean. Now Lions back to Prejean. How about another blue boot bomb? Banked it in. A blue boot bomb off the bank. And it's 30-12.
Do you think she called glass on that one, Casey?
I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and say that she did.
Nah, she didn't throw her hand up like it was a 3. So I don't think she called it.
The Tigers have it deflected by Prejean. Veda's playing hard at the top of that zone, and then we have a reach-in foul on Rivera. So you have added 6 points to your lead, and then I think probably the most important thing is you're confusing the heck out of them in your zone right now. They are just standing around having a hard time figuring it out. Juniper gets to the baseline, missed it. Rebound goes for a block by Lions, and now Rivera's got it, and she's fouled.
Beauty about this zone from the Lady Tarps. I mean, it starts off as a 1-2-2 look, but then, you know, with Nyla Lions kind of sneaking up to the high post, ends up kind of being like a 1-3-1 zone, and you're not really sure how to attack it with the zone offense. And it's giving them fits, man. Good on the Lady Tarps.
Bruce on the right side to the middle Lions, getting it to Lorraine. Shot fake. How about the mid-range maniac? Missed it. Rebound goes to Lions, who is on the left block, shoots it up. No. Rebound goes to Morgan City. Nyla was a little off balance there, creates an offensive possession for the Tigers. Juniper steps into a triple. Got it. There's a 3-pointer for the Lady Tigers, and it's 30-15. South Lafourche coming the other way. Lorraine on the left side to Prejean. Now Bruce. Shield step into one. Short rebound goes to the floor, and it's to South Lafourche. So baseline out of bounds opportunity for the Lady Tarpons. A lot of this stack action is usually to get Ellie Lorraine a jump shot. We'll see. This is a little bit different alignment than what they usually do, and this time it'll be to free up Prejean on the left side, who gets it to Rivera. Inside they go to Lyons, backs down, loses it out of bounds to Morgan City. Another South Lafourche turnover. .355 to go in the third quarter. The Lady Tarpons are in control, but are just kind of stuck in the mud today. They're not playing their best. Jones.
Back in a man-to-man defense. See how Morgan City responds to it.
Junifer on the right side. Gets it to the high post area for a shot by Alfred. No good. Rebound to Lyons. And Lyons coming the other way. On the right wing to Lorraine. Bruce to Prejean on the left side. Now Lorraine, top of the key. Bruce. Tarpons a good ball movement. Ellie's wide open. That's a shot she can make, and she splashes it right through nothing but the bottom. That's a blue boot bomb. Tarpons, I think all of their field goals in the third quarter have been blue boot bombs.
Yeah, that's good ball movement by the Lady Tarpons, that last possession.
Morgan City, Junifer. The right side, she made a three a second ago, missed that one. Rebound goes to South Lafourche on the ricochet out of bounds. Oh, yeah, stand here. So the Lady Tigers will inbound. It's unfortunate. Rivera could have easily saved it. She was certain that it was off of Morgan City. Actually, it'll just let it go out of bounds.
I was certain, too.
Grazi checked into the game for the Lady Tigers. They could challenge it. We have a replay up here. Tigers get into the corner.
But when I was coaching, I'd have been all the challenges in the first 30 seconds.
Jones, the top of the key, now attacks the left side, blocked by Bruce, defense. And then throws it up. No, rebound to Rivera. Here comes Rivera, getting it to Bruce. Now Prejean, back to Bruce. Rivera steps into a three, and she's fouled. So doing her best, James Harden, getting fouled, shooting a three-pointer. Go and shoot three.
Please.
I don't think she kicked out the leg and exaggerated as much as your boy Harden does.
You cry about it.
You're not getting the mic again, so hope you enjoyed those last words.
Yeah, but don't see her crying. Huh?
Rivera missed the first. Second shot is up and good. How many points does she have? But
8.
She's been filling it up. Yeah, she's had a really good game. And she missed that one. Rebound goes to Lorraine, feeds it to Lyons, lays it up and in. So the Lady Tarpons get 3 points out of the possession in a very unconventional way. Make one out of the three, get a putback and lay up. 36-15. South Lafourche starting to extend that lead. Morgan City still playing very slow. Jones will shoot it up and in. Good tough finish there. In traffic. I was going to say, hey, I don't know if this Morgan City team's young or not, but we saw their senior night. They got a bunch of seniors. Bruce is wide open. Woo! Boot bomb. And it's 39-17.
Madison's first points of the game.
Taylor, these Lady Tarpons are starting to shoot it.
Yes, they are, man. They're starting to wake up really on both ends of the floor. It starts with defense, and then you carry over that momentum to offense, and all of a sudden shots fall.
Daniels misses it on the block, but it's saved back to Daniels, who missed it again. Rivera's got it. South Lafourche coming hard down the floor. Lorraine to Bruce.
Shoot it.
Gets it to Lorraine, top of the key to the left side. Prejean into Nyla on the right block, lays it up and in. They had everything open there. The two shooters in the corner were open. Nyla was one-on-one. South Lafourche takes the two, and they lead by 24. Lady Tigers walking it across. Junifer working on Lorraine. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. That has been all South Lafourche. Get on the right side. That's Jones. Just no sense of urgency at all from Morgan City. They get it to the right side. Junifer to the middle. Daniels. Shot fake. Shoots a free throw line shot. Banked it in. So a good shot there. Now South Lafourche quickly the other way. Lorraine tacks on the right and lays it up and in. She has made that shot famous. That little 12-foot runner, that's been her shot her whole career.
Tarpons offense really starting to click on all cylinders right now.
Junifer shoots it up in traffic at the buzzer from the inside the free throw line. Brings us to the end of the third quarter with our score. South Lafourche 43, Morgan City 21. We'll be back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter here on KLEB. One regulation quarter to go in the regular season. By the way, the guy who was voicing that last commercial sounds like he's really got his stuff together. Morgan City has the ball on the left side of the floor, lays it up and in. Junifer scores it. Coach Colley, this is where you make a joke and disagree as VG turns it over. No comment?
No, I was trying to say, was that Joey D?
Oh. I surely hope that my voice doesn't sound like that. No offense, Joey, if you're listening.
I didn't hear the commercial.
It was State Bank.
Oh.
Timeout called by Morgan City. They get a bucket, get a stop, and then call a quick timeout. Lady Tarpons are up by 20. They are going to win this game. They're at the mercy of the rest of the state of Louisiana. They need 1,000,005 things to happen to get in. It's going to be a long journey. But I guess the one shame of it is that this is going to be a team that probably 90% not going to get in, but they are 17-13. And if they were in Division II, where maybe they should be, they would be comfortably in the playoffs. To me, Coach, that's what's frustrating is that you're not in the same bracket as all the other teams in your district are. And if you were, you would be in.
Because they would be sitting somewhere around 21, 22.
Would be comfortably in, would be playing for seeding. I think that's
and with some motivation to come in tonight and try and improve your seed a lot better.
Yeah. South Lafourche steals the inbounds out of the timeout. Lorraine has it to Ilario, who feeds the paint, but she threw it straight to Daniels of Morgan City. It's a good entry pass. Daniels will throw it away, and that one will go out of bounds. South Lafourche going to try to add to their advantage here. Lions to Bruce. And to VG. And Lorraine has it stripped by Jones. Morgan City has numbers. And, South Lafourche covered, so end up not having numbers. And we have a foul on the floor.
7 whistle.
A 7 whistle special. Did a good job recovering, but it looked like it would be a 2-on-1 break, and instead it ended up being a 1-on-2 break because the Lady Tarpons ran the floor better than Morgan City did. Juniper has it pulled away by Lorraine. 3-on-2 break. They get it to VG, who lays it up. No. Rebound goes out of bounds. So, gentlemen, you're up 20. You don't know if this is going to be your last game. Pretty likely is. Or are you going to be playing a lot of your seniors pretty heavy here? Knowing that
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, definitely.
Lorraine on the right side shoots it up and will draw the foul. So Ellie will be shooting too. It's been a little bit of a quiet night for her. How many points does she have?
7.
The shot is up and good.
8.
Lorraine shoots it good. Made them both.
9.
Got a special request from Aria to remind them that the boys' game is coming up right after this one. We're super excited to cover that one. Jones on the right side of the floor throws it away, deflected out of bounds. With 6:15 to go in regulation. The Lady Tarpons are going to wrap up their regular season 17-13. With just 2 seniors, you would think that they could have a pretty strong group next season. But you do have to replace some pretty talented, so not just 2 seniors, I'm sorry, 4 seniors. Got some pretty talented seniors to replace. It's the boys who have 2 seniors. Morgan City feeds it inside. Daniels loses it to VG. And now here comes the Lady Tarps. Lions to Lorraine. Lorraine will just kind of lose it. Was trying to draw a foul. Officials didn't agree. Hilario's got it to VG on the left side. Now Lions flying in, getting it to Hilario. And she loses. Oh my goodness. A very physical jump ball brought to you by Absolute Fitness. Matt, if you're listening, we're going to give that jump ball to the WWE because that was a violent collision.
I thought Lario would hit her head, back of the head on the floor.
Bodies on the floor, man. Both teams hustling.
Hilario now gets it to Bruce. Now Lorraine steps into a 3. No. Rebound goes to VG, who will save it to Juniper. And here come the Lady Tigers. 5:23 to go. Juniper all the way through, shoots it up, draws the foul. And again, the Lady Tarp is just not stopping penetration very well. That's been a theme tonight.
Yeah, Morgan City's not worried about last night or last week. They're just worried about right now, Case.
Yes, they are.
Tell you what, Juniper got some skills.
Free throw is short and no good. One more shot is good, and it's 45-24. Here come the Lady Tarps with 5:15 to go. Bruce to Lorraine. Back to Bruce. To Lario. She shoots up a 3. No. What a pass to VG, who lays it up. No. Rebound goes to the Lady Tigers trying to save it. Juniper. Juniper. To the corner they go. That's Daniels with a 3. No. Rebound goes out of bounds to South Lafourche.
Still a whole lot of effort and intensity from both teams. Last game in a year. Can't hold anything back.
Yes, sir. Got a scoreboard update in just a second, brought to you by 3T. It'll come from E.D. White in Donaldsonville. VG tries to thread the needle. Morgan City's there, intercepts it, and then Hilario just commits a hard foul on Ruffin. Hilario's frustrated.
Probably too happy.
Juniper will be inbounding. And we have a sub that'll be coming in. That's going to be Rep Stock. Get to the right side of the floor. Daniels with a 3. No. Rebound goes to Lions.
Good rebound.
Lions getting it to Bruce, who missed it. Rebound goes to Rep Stock. And did they call a foul or walk? They called a walk. Gentlemen, this fourth quarter didn't have a whole lot of flow.
No, it's just kind of try to get away with everybody healthy at the end of this one. Just try to run this clock out type situation.
Jones to Junifer on the right side. Shoots it up, draws the foul. 2 shots will be coming. For the Tigers, who are refusing to give up, playing hard. I promised you a scoreboard update brought to you by 3T, home of the drive-through oil change. The E.D. White girls got a 60-18 win over Donaldsonville. And after one quarter, Donaldsonville's boys lead E.D. White 23-18 as the free throw here is good.
That boy game could be a very good game.
And I'll tell you this, 23-18 after one, that ain't a pace E.D. White wants. That's too many points. Rebound goes to Lorraine on the miss. Lorraine dribbling all the way through, feeding it to Rep Stock, who will be tied up. This has become rugby. And we have a timeout. Full timeout, so we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute. South Lafourche up 20 with 3:54 to go on KLEB. Welcome back here to Morgan City. 3:54 to go in regulation. The Lady Tarpons are up big. Up 20. Morgan City's still fighting hard. Junifer has it pulled away by VG. Good strip there. Comes Lorraine getting it to Bruce, to Lions at the high post. Lions will draw. Oh, well, she traveled before she draws the foul. That was the classic rip through right there. She was doing a good job of trying to initiate that contact, but she drug the pivot foot before she did so. .328 to go. Jones is fouled, and that is going to put Morgan City at the line. The clock has not stopped, thankfully. Continues to run. There, they stop it. No one is aware that it's the 15th foul. Now we've got it. .22. Oh, for South Lafourche, that's a Dardar. Free throw is good for Jones, and Morgan City's worked it inside of 20. Dardar is a freshman. Shot is up and good. Let me tell you something. She's nursing a torn ACL. When she gets back all the way 100%, look out, she could go.
Open.
She's wide open on the right side, lays it up. No. Rebound the Rep Stock. No. Fighting for it. Morgan City pulls it away. Jones attacking. Goes to the floor and traveled. Yes. That boys' game is going to be very interesting as VG is fouled. I remember, Taylor, one of the we often talk about how so many close competitive games and all this, and Brian's going to remember this. It's not going to be a proud moment. One of the biggest blowouts we've ever done has been here, too. There was one year as Bruce gets hammered, and they don't call it. Brian, you remember when Morgan City put it on you guys about 4 or 5 years ago over here?
I have no idea what you're talking about. No, none.
Taylor remembers that. We were sitting right here. It was not competitive. But every other game we've done here has been extremely competitive. And South Lafourche has won most of them. It's lost out of bounds. 2:22 to go. The clock has been stopped for virtually the whole fourth quarter.
I see Tarpons have their seniors in minus Alario.
Yeah. She was in a minute ago. She was a little frustrated. VG to Lorraine. Shoots the floater. Missed it. Rebound goes to Morgan City, but they're out of – they're going to call a foul. Thought Morgan City was standing out of bounds, but they're going to call the foul. And Dardar, 2 shots coming for the Lady Tigers. There are a lot of officials in the stands that disagree with that call. I'm not going to lie. I thought that the young lady from Morgan City was touching the ball out of bounds before the foul. Let's say that over again as she misses the free throw, but instead let's do it LA Knight style. I think that she was standing out of bounds when she had the ball.
Yeah.
There, well, that's much better. The things we got to do to entertain ourselves in an 18-point game. She missed them both. Rebound goes to the floor, and Morgan City's got it, and it's out of bounds to the Lady Tigers.
I wouldn't say we have to do. You choose to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan City has it to Daniels, and it's going to be tied up by – is that O'Quinn? Nope, that's Summers.
Summers.
Yep, Summers who just checked in. Morgan City on the right block. Ruffin. Jump ball brought to you by Absolute Fitness.
Bruce is a junior, correct?
Madison Bruce?
Yeah.
No.
She's a senior?
Yeah, she's a senior. Summers has it taken away. Here come the Lady Tigers. Foul at the top of the key. And there is a foul on Dardar. 2 more free throws coming. Boy, Coach Jenkins is not going to be happy. South Lafourche has been in the bonus a while. They've committed several fouls since being in the bonus, at least 7 or 8 fouls this quarter, Taylor.
Yeah, man. It's and look, that's going to come when in a blowout you got some younger players who maybe not getting a whole lot of playing time throughout the season. You throw them in, and they're just a little extra antsy, a little extra intense. It'll come with experience. They'll learn from it, and once they start getting more relevant playing time earlier next season, they'll not commit as many, I guess, boneheaded fouls, so to speak.
The Tigers will be shooting 1 after missing the first. Ruffin will bank it in. Lorraine.
And Lede check in for Tarpons.
Lorraine gets it to Lede. To Hemel. Now Bruce missed it. Rebound goes to the floor. Morgan City's got it. And they'll throw it out of bounds. And South Lafourche will get possession.
Both teams are racking up turnovers in this quarter.
Yes, they are. Lorraine misses the 3. She's got it back, attacks the lane, feeds it inside, and a foul. VG will go shoot 2. 1:25 to go.
PG. Scores, yeah. Thought you were asleep.
Oh, no. Missed the second. Rebound goes to Morgan City. Ooh. Oh, that's a blatant push. Yes. Didn't think they were going to get her for it, but yes, a blatant push called on Morgan City there. South Lafourche will get back possession. You could use the offhand a little bit, but you can't lead block with it. That's frowned upon. Morgan City's going to get Alfred into the game. Now they get it to Lede. VG back to Lede to Bruce. Tarpons working it around the horn. 1:10 to go, and oh man. Don't react, because boy, that was just a plain shove, and Ellie's holding her neck. Hopefully she's okay. She's going to go and shoot 2. Fellas, we've got a very interesting boys game that'll be coming up.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
I think we're on the same page.
As the free throw is good.
We'll have some comments during the pregame. Things to look out for in that boys game.
Lorraine with 1. Missed it. Rebound goes to Morgan City. Ruffin getting it to Daniels. 1 minute to go. The Lady Tarpons have been in control pretty much throughout. Outside the first 3 or 4 minutes, they've been in control. Morgan City feeds the post. Daniels back out to Junifer. Shoots it up. No. Rebound goes to the floor. And a foul will be drawn by Ruffin. With 47.8 to go in regulation. The first free throw is no good. Strong off the heel and out. One more coming. Well, she's a good ways off of the free throw line, Taylor. Look at that. Missed it. And the rebound goes to Morgan City. They get it to the top of the key for a 3. That is good by Alfred. So it's 47-31. Lorraine now pitching it to the corner for a 3 from Bruce. No. Rebound goes out of bounds to Morgan City with 26.1 to go. Did you do anything different at the free throw line? Look, in the men's game, we're going to see Landon Dardars all the way at the right side of the free throw line. Like, did you do anything crazy at the line?
Nope, not at all. Standard lineup, straight, 3 dribbles, and make it every time.
Coach wouldn't let him.
Every time, 100% free throw shooter. Morgan City shoots it in the left block up and good. Ruffin scores it. The Lady Tigers are going to end their season here, but boy, they ended their season playing well. They're going to win the 4th quarter of this one. South Lafourche will win the war. There's a miss by Lorraine, and that brings us to the final score. South Lafourche 47, Morgan City 33. Let's take a 3-minute break. When we get back, we'll start to preview the boys' game. It's the Lady Tarpons getting a win by 14 points over the Lady Tigers on KLEB.